Max, you said after that start in Colorado that you're just finally pitching again and that you thought it was leading to success. Does it feel like you're finally back in a rhythm now?
Excuse me, the pasta. Yeah, no, getting in a rhythm, working with Alvy very well, understanding what we need to do. And, I thought today the most important thing was sequencing. I thought we were, mixing up what we want to do, how he's great with it as well. He's understanding kind of how I think and pitch. And, when you catch that rhythm, you kind of know how to keep turning through a lineup and knowing how you're going to face him the first time, the second time, and the third time. And, I had good stuff, but I thought the sequencing was even better.
Is that why you got so many swings and misses on the fastball? I think 15 swings and misses on your fastball. Was it because of the sequencing, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, fastball's good, but, it's not – I'm older now. I don't blow the same way as I used to, throw. But, I got so many off-speed pitches that makes the hitters worry about what they have to guard against, and so my fastball plays up because of that. And so, that's where you keep the hitters off balance and never know where it's going and pitch the location.
You like your fastball better now than you did, say, 6 weeks ago, earlier in the season? The quality of the pitch, does it have more life on it? Is it
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's just that I'm pitching better. And when I'm pitching better, I'm locating my off-speed pitches and throwing them in the kind of the areas I want to. Makes the fastball play up. So, you can't sit there and say my fastball's better. It's the off-speed's better, which then makes the fastball better.
Before the fifth, I think you had some words with Tripp.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't seem happy. What was going on there?
Yeah, that's where I only had, you're supposed to get 8 warm-up pitches, and I had 7, and I asked for, can I get the 8th pitch? Can I do my normal routine warm-up? And he's telling me it's a clock, and, that's what's so frustrating is that, look, I'm doing my normal routine. Why do we need to step through the game and have the umpires, change routines when it's not my fault of what's going on here? That's I'm talking to Tripp, and he's sitting there saying like it's not I can't do anything about it because if I let you throw the pitch, then MLB gets mad at him. And so this goes back to why do we need a pitch clock for that situation? If I throw one more pitch, I'm 1 second slower? Like, why can't the umpire have discretion in that situation to allow a pitcher to throw his 8 normal warm-up pitches? Why do we have to be so anal about this to have the clock up everybody's face, shove it in everybody's face, and try to step out every little single second that's going through the game? And so it's situations like that that really are frustrating for not only pitchers, players, but even the umpires. And that's what Tripp says. Like Tripp's handcuffed. Why is Tripp handcuffed to not allow something normal, a normal routine, just a normal routine? Why can't Tripp make that call? And so, he was actually, compliment. He said, thank you for speaking out for the umpires, because the umpires want to have that discretion. They want to allow the game to be normal. But the umpires are frustrated, as we are, that the game's not normal, that we're just living and dying by the clock. And so, that was our conversation. I said, look, I'll speak for you, that we're too far. Like I said, we're way too far. Thinking about the clock in every single situation, instead of letting players have their normal routines.
In past years, they'd give you that pitch?
Oh, 100%. 100%.